So Nathan Oakley has a book coming out. I bet you didn't know that. It's called Welcome to Flat Earth, and I feel that we need to get in front of it before it makes any waves. Not that it will do anyway, I'm pretty sure it won't do that well, but we do need to discuss it, and we do need to expose him before it comes out so that we can get in front of this, so that people, if they are tempted to buy his book, they can look on YouTube and they can see that there are already videos out there exposing the guy behind the book. So let's get into this. So in my last video, I actually got a bit of criticism about the way that I had written the email to Nathan Oakley. And I do feel that that was unjust, actually, because the reason I actually said as much as I said in that email was so that all bases were covered. I didn't want him to come up with a fee that was unreasonable, but I also didn't want him to enter the arena without actually knowing what was going on. And I was very clear about what I expected from him and how many people he would be debating, etc. So all of that was laid out so that he could then formulate A, a plan, B, whether or not he actually wanted to take part in the debate, and C, to formulate an amount of money that he would want to appear on a show where you had so many debunkers out there, some really good debunkers too. I mean, we're talking about Craig FTFE, and we're also talking about Mctoon, and we know how much Nathan Oakley wants to avoid debating Mctoon. So he needed to know all of this. And also, you know, I mean, I got criticism for saying he is an expert, and it was a little tongue-in-cheek, but realistically, he sees himself as an expert, and by me quoting him as being an expert, I was literally telling him what he wanted to hear. So I don't feel I was wrong in anything that I did. I think the email was presented just right. Unfortunately, Nathan didn't respond too well to it. Let's have a read about what he said. So he said, "Too long, too boring, pay me £50 just to read the email." Well, I'm not paying him £50 just to read the email. It's literally 90 seconds of his time just to read through the criteria, which you would expect to understand if you're going to try and come up with an amount of money you want for appearing on somebody else's platform. And bearing in mind, he actually has put out videos saying exactly that. Contact me at nathanoakley1980@aol.com for business opportunities, etc.
Number 2, you can pay me to come onto your show. Get in touch at nathanoakley1980@aol.com and we can arrange a fee for me to be on your show.
And this is a business opportunity for him. He will get money for appearing on the debate, and he will also know all the specifications. So he's not getting paid for that. He then continues with this line here, which I felt was totally inappropriate. But this kind of tells me that he really isn't interested in appearing on the debate at all. And it's no wonder, really. I used to host a debate platform, and it was very popular, more popular than his. And I was a flat earther at the time, but if a flat earther came in and they had an argument and it was not well researched and they didn't have evidence, I would hold their toes to the fire. And I would make no bones about it. And yes, the flat earthers, they didn't like that, but I was interested in the truth, and I was interested in giving a fair platform. And Nathan knows this. So if I was doing that as a flat earther, what would I do as a globe earther? So he's not getting paid £50, and I'm just going to ignore that last part that he put because it's totally irrelevant. And the thing is, he has a book coming out. This is the big thing. This is why I wanted to bring him on the platform, and this is why I've made videos about him. I know he has a book coming out, and it's called Welcome to Flat Earth. And this may do well initially, because he has several thousand people that watch his shows now and again, and it's possible that he may get 50 or 60 people buying the book. Right. We need to get in front of that. We need to show the rest of the world who consider buying his book why they shouldn't. And by me inviting him time and again, putting his name out there, and now I'm even going to include the title of his book in this video so that people can return to it and they can see it themselves. He will not debate his position because he cannot prove it. He has no evidence for it whatsoever. So anything you may read in that book going forward, it's not going to be true. People like Mctoon have been trying to debate him for years. FTFE is waiting to debate him. Roohif, who doesn't really debate, would gladly step up to the plate to debate him too. And these were the people that I named in the email. He won't debate them because they have truth on the side and Nathan has nothing but word salad. We can listen to what he actually says about the book in this little clip here, and trust me, it makes no sense.
We were just talking about the book. I'm hoping we can just carry on the conversation as though we haven't just gone live. We'll see how that goes on. We were talking about, I don't even know the guy's name. I've not read this book. I'm sure it's wonderful, or not, who cares? But
somebody is coming out with a cheap freaking book. Who cares what his name is?
There's some discount book that's coming out, and I'm like, okay, I've just got to say this now. The book that's being produced by me will not be cheap. It won't be discounted. It will be a price, and you'll buy it or you won't. That'll be it. Because it's a reference book, and it'll be priced like a reference book. And the amount of work that's gone into it means that I can unashamedly say that is the price, take it or leave it. And is it good value? Absolutely, without question. I said this just before we started the live show. But at the end of reading Welcome to Flat Earth, that's the current working title for the book, you will be either lacking in comprehension of what you've just read, or a Flat Earth ninja at the end of reading it. You'll know each and every argument, inside out and back to front, to the point where you have the ability to overcome and defend all positions that are put to you in regards to a globe Earth, and rebut each and every position that you may have put to you from a globe Earth defender with the assertion that Earth is measured flat, in all regards. Examples of how Earth will be referenced as a flat plane to assert that you're on a ball are all contained with references and citations, self-contained within the book. So it's a heavily researched, heavily cited book to reference what flat Earth is.
Number 2, you can pay me to come onto your show. Get in touch at nathanoakley1980@aol.com and we can arrange a fee for me to be on your show.
But yes, you heard that right. If you don't understand it, you're the problem. If you don't understand my gish gallop, you're the problem. I'm going to write words that make no sense whatsoever, and if you don't understand it, you're the problem. Okay, well, we will be buying the book. It might be myself, it might be somebody else in the debunking community, but we will buy the book, and we will put it out there for everybody to see. I'm sure people like Scimandan, Craig FTFE, we'll have Roohif, we'll have myself, we'll have Mctoon, there will be Bob the Science Guy, there will be debunkers all over the place tearing this apart, and I'm here for it. So Nathan Oakley might get his wish to be the most famous flat earther in time, but it won't be for any reason other than the fact that we're all laughing at him and pointing him out. So getting in front of this right now is what I'm doing, telling everybody that there is a book in the works. I'm sure you can't wait for that. It'll give us plenty of content anyway going forward, so if he doesn't want to appear on the debate, that's probably the reason. He's probably looking after himself, because if he comes on the show and gets exposed, which he will do, it will obviously destroy his book contract going forward. So he can't have that. He can't risk losing that by coming on my show and getting absolutely eviscerated by some of the best debunkers out there, and people, as I say, that have wanted to get to grips with Nathan for a very long time. So that's the update with Nathan. It doesn't appear that he's going to be coming on this show to debate. That's on him. He's missed out. So it's just what it is. I'll see you in the next one.